Hey, what's up, guys? It's Goodthalion, and welcome back to Destiny. Trials of Osiris hit yesterday with quite the splash, and I thought I would make a video today about my first impressions in Trials 2.0 and show you the loot that I got from my journey there and the lighthouse itself. I'm going to start off by saying the very obvious for anybody who's played Trials and been a part of the new matchmaking. It is a much more competitive place. Now, whether or not this is something we can expect long-term or whether Trials is going to get easier along the way, which it seemed to do in Season 1, which I felt was because the really dedicated competitive players tend to play less and less as the event goes on, and I'm curious about and kind of confident in the fact that it will do the same thing the second time around. So, for you players like me who are kind of pretty average PvPers, sweat and fret not, as I believe your journey to the lighthouse will become an easier journey in weeks to come. Maybe not quite as easy on week 2, but I did notice today it was actually noticeably easier to get wins up until at least the 7-win category playing inside of Trials of Osiris. So, first off, matchmaking is win-based, so you get matched up against people who have a similar win structure to your own, and it is much better this time around because of that, because you won't be getting pub stomped most of the time on your first game of the ticket unless you happen to be going against some all-pros on their first game of their newest tickets. So that's the first thing. Second off, loot seems to be better off this time around and in greater quality. At end of game rewards, you get a lot of coins for losing, which allows you to get more boons on your next ticket, and wins, and also they give you better loot than the first time around, though the loot that you get for winning matches seems to be pretty low light level for the tier 1 gear, and pretty decent, like slightly above 300 for the tier 2 gear. So tier 1 you're starting at like 264 light, but at least the boots have some interesting perks on them. I actually picked up some boots here. These are some tier 2, the Winged Sun boots. I picked these up for a win later on. Mine had second win on it. We do get PvP perks on armor this time around, which is actually pretty cool compared to last time around. So we did make it to the lighthouse after much struggle bus. I am very rusty in Crucible and hopefully can be less embarrassing. Next week, I did have to call in the help of a pretty heavy-hitting ringer in the real Crafty, and if you know Crafty on Twitch, you know that he is scary good. So my ass got carried, not too hard. I felt like I played all right my last few games in, you know. My advice to you is if you are hitting roadblocks and getting frustrated with your team, take a break. I was an idiot and did not take a break, and I felt like I just wore myself kind of thin towards the end of the day. Like I said, I'm not the best PvPer when it comes to Destiny. Like to stick to my raids, but I really enjoy Trials of Osiris. I came back this morning and played a lot of games, and after that first flawless, it felt like the victories came easier, and I took it a lot less seriously, which in turn made me play better. Also, I got to play as a Warlock and a Titan today. I spent most of the day yesterday playing as a Hunter, which in my opinion is probably the hardest class to play now, especially if you're not playing a Gunslinger. Gunslingers are probably the Hunter of choice, though I do like my stealth smokes, and if you could be smart with your tether, then you could do a pretty good job with it, and the tether is something that can counter the Sunbreaker. Sunbreakers. They're everywhere, man. They're everywhere. I would not be surprised if we see a slight nerf to Sunbreaker survivability sometime in the near future, but if not, then we'll learn to deal with it, man. Going on, the lighthouse loot itself, is it worth? I would say yes. There is a shell that you could get from Trials. The gear that comes from the chest itself could go upwards to 320 light. I had a friend who got a 320 pulse. We're not friends anymore. I happened to get, what was it, a 312 scout, the inward lamp. It has a hidden hand on it, small bore, and full auto. This thing is actually really interesting to use. It fires really fast for a pulse, and I like the rounds around the outside of, see that, how it ticks down? It's pretty good. I try to go as stable as possible on this. I'm going to try to use it some more in the future. I like this thing, man. It's pretty cool. Since scouts and pulses are the current meta. I also picked up an auto rifle as well. No, why, game? I didn't do anything to you. And you dropped the thing. I also got the auto rifle, which is a pea shooter, which is unfortunate because the auto rifle the last time around actually had a good amount of impact on it. But the one this time is shoots little babby peas. It's not... I didn't really care for it. It's my take on the auto rifle. Let me know what you got from your journey to Flawless, man. I hope you guys had fun with it. Keep at it, dude. If you're someone like me who's not amazing at Crucible and plays because you think it's fun and this and that and you're not mega competitive, you don't gotta be mega competitive. I think you'll be able to get to the lighthouse much easier in coming weeks, like I said earlier. So don't fret. Don't fret it, man. Don't gotta sweat it. I think you'll make it. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Leave a comment below. Let me know the loot you got this week, Trials of Osiris. Are you satisfied with the loot drops? Do you like the weapons that you received? Are they good weapons, in your opinion? I think they're pretty damn good, personally. Much better this time around, outside of that fucking auto rifle. Unless that's your kind of auto rifle. It's not for me, man. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys back in Destiny, and also happy Halloween. Later!